from bjjgearjunkie.com. Here with another gear review. Today we have the Reversible Bjj by True Fight Company. It's a pretty nice gi overall. I do have some critiques that I will obviously get to later, but let's talk about the fit, durability, and then we'll wrap it up with the cool factor, okay, if we have time. So, as always, I'll put the pants off to the side. We'll get to those in just a second. Let's start with the top. Okay, so this is a reversible gi, all right? This is probably one of the first reversible gis that I've actually seen and tried on in person. So I was pretty pumped for it. It was, you know, a cool idea, okay? So right now, reversible gis, you know, they're kind of popular in judo, but they're not as popular in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, just because the major competitions and the rules don't require you to have a reversible gi. Now say if IBJJF did push out new policies, like it was rumored to, it might happen, where you have to show up to a tournament with a white and a blue gi, okay? That is a possibility. One of my critiques with this gi, and I don't really think there's a way around it, okay, but it's heavy. It's heavy because it's basically two gis sewn together. I don't think there's any way around that unless they use a lighter material, okay? But that said, a lot of times with these, you know, the IBJJF competitions, you weigh, in your gi, you weigh in right before you go out onto the mat to compete. So, if you were required to have a white gi and a blue gi at these competitions, say in the future, I would sort of see maybe competitors doing a really lightweight version of a blue gi and a really lightweight version of a white gi and bringing the two gis to the competition. Because if you wear a heavy gi, that means you got to cut more weight, okay? And I don't think a lot of people are going to want to do that. But who knows? You know, this might be an easy way to just bring one gi, one reversible gi, boom, there you go. Alright, so that's just kind of my opinion, I guess, on the reversible gis in the BJJ world right now. So let's talk about the fit, okay? The top on this is an A1. I'm 5'7", probably about 165 right now, maybe even 170, okay? I got an A1. This top fit great, okay? I like a tighter fit anyway, so I like it to really wrap around me. And I have really short, stumpy arms, okay? So, usually A1s, sleeve-wise, fit me the best, okay? And then, usually, they'll be tight in the midsection here and across the body, but that's kind of how I like it anyways, alright? But with this gi, A1, the sleeves were a perfect length, and the overall gi actually was a perfect length. I really liked the fit of the top on this one, okay? Nice thick collar on this, obviously, because it's almost like kind of two collars sewed together, but nice thick collar, I love it. I believe this weave is 100% cotton. Check the written review, because that's where I usually put all the concrete details. But the weave on this is really super soft, okay? So when you bust it out of the bag, it's already kind of broken in for you, which is really awesome. It probably doesn't add to the weight, but, you know, I don't really think you're going to be able to get around that. So let's check out the durability. I will talk about the pants when it comes to the fit once we talk about those here in just a second, okay? There's really not a whole lot I can show you because, again, it's kind of two gis sewn together. So normally when you'd see these sewn in pieces down here, you don't see them in this model because this is the white side of it. So you flip it around. It's the blue, it's the white, okay? So in terms of stitching, you don't really see a lot of the same stuff that you would normally see on another gi. Like, you know, when you're looking for the armpit piece, you know, it's not really there because, I mean, I guess that would be it, but it's, you know, it's not the same. I'll roll in some pictures for you guys. So overall, again, this is the first reversible gi that I've personally owned. So it feels like it's going to hold up well, but there's just some differences between how this is put together and, you know, a traditional, just normal one version of a gi is put together. So I'm kind of interested to see how this does down the road, okay? But other than that, I mean, Sometimes cotton, I've noticed cotton weaves can get a little scuffed up because they are a little soft, but I have not noticed any wear and tear with this so far. So as you can see, it says true right here on the white version, which would be the back when you flip it inside out. I'll show you the back on this one in a second here. You have a nice patch over here on the sleeve. Overall, I think this is a nice looking gi. It's got a very kind of like traditional look to it, you know, it's not over the top. You know, I am kind of a guy who likes bling gis, but this one's kind of a nice toned down, a little bit refreshing in a way. There's another one on that sleeve. So you got one on each sleeve, and then this back piece here. So here's the back of the blue side. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of contrast embroidered right there, so it pops out. No seam running up the back, which we come to expect nowadays. That would just be silly. Okay, now for the pants. This is the biggest criticism I have with these pants, okay? It's going to be really hard to show on camera, but I will do my best, all right? So these pants are heavy duty, okay? Just like the gi top's heavy duty, which necessarily isn't really a big problem for me, all right? But the problem I have is, again, this is A1, the length of the pants fit perfectly. The crotch fit perfectly, so it wasn't baggy, anything like that, okay? Right here, like the tapering on the pants, it almost seemed like there was an invisible belt like tied around this section right here, right where your hip bones would be, okay? So when I put these on, everything was going good, and then man, it felt like I was a 200-pounder trying to squeeze into these things right here. But the weird part is, up here, where normally your gut and stuff would be getting in the way, it was super baggy, you know, before I cinched it up, so it had plenty of room. So it had lots of room up here, perfect from the crotch down. It's just right there in the hip bone where it was tight. It was so restricting in this that I was actually having a hard time playing open guard with people, just because I couldn't actually widen my legs wide enough because this invisible band was across here that was just stopping me from actually having any mobility. Really strange. I don't know. I'm sure it's kind of because of the way maybe these had to be sewn together. As you can see, it's kind of like two pieces right here. It comes up, that's where the two kind of sides come together and stuff, which is, you know, quite normal for gis, but not quite maybe to this extent right here, the slit down here. So you can see it's right here, right where this slit stops, boom! It's like a belt right across there, for me anyways. I couldn't, you know, everything else with the pants fit fine, so it was really kind of just crazy and a little frustrating. So I'm not sure. They might have to go back and maybe, if a lot of people experience the same thing, maybe they need to just kind of look and see how that area right there is, maybe make it a little bit more loose and a little bit more baggy before it goes into the pants section. They did go with a 3-loop design, which is kind of interesting. Normally, you might have 2 over here, or maybe 2 sets over here, but they have 1 in the middle here. I just kind of went with it, you know, not so used to that kind of thing, but it didn't really bother me whatsoever. They did go with the like the shoelace kind of gi material, which it doesn't bother me. I like to see bungee, but you know, it is what it is, and it worked fine. It suited the purpose. Other than that, like the knees in this gi felt really good on the pants. I have no complaints over that. So it's just really that banding issue across the hips. So let's bust out the top again. I'll do a little recap here. So overall, I guess we'll have to wait and see if reversible gis really kind of make a huge impact on the market, and I think it's all depending on if the major competition organizations put out rules that would push people towards maybe checking out a reversible gi. It's a pretty cool option, you know, you want to wear it blue, you want to wear it mix and match, whatever. It's kind of neat. You have almost 2 colors in one purchase, so that's pretty cool. It's hot when you wear it, so to me it would be a perfect wintertime gi. I would probably hate to wear this in the summertime, especially if I live in Maine, so it gets not really that hot in the summer, but if you're maybe, down towards Florida or something, or maybe in Brazil, it would probably be quite hot to wear. But it was very comfortable to wear, like in a morning training session when it was cold outside during the winter. So that's kind of cool. It's like kind of wearing like a nice robe, maybe even a snuggie. So there you have it, guys. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys.